where humans and cartoons live side by side, a murder has been committed. The main suspect, a lovable cartoon rabbit. But this isn't a simple open and closed case, and the only one who can solve it is a wash-up detective, and he can figure out who framed Roger Rabbit. Welcome, everybody, to the Generation X-Wing podcast, a modern look at our retro lifestyle. I'm Steve Hosnose Lewis. I'm going to be the host tonight because we're watching my pick, which you haven't figured out yet, is 1988, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Always, I'm here with multiple rabbit owner
Jamie Pale Rider.
and
Steve 3.
last and sometimes least,
Rob Williams.
there he is.
Multiple rabbit owner. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
I've never thought of myself as that before, but that is technically correct, which is the
guess
best
if you
kind
own-
of correct.
I guess if you own two, you're going to
that
be
is
multiple
multiple.
after a while.
No, no.
Oh,
If you're an irresponsible rabbit owner.
ah,
Wait, do Futurama quotes count for the drinking game? Is this carrying
Except-
over?
Yeah, no.
Just
no.
Simpsons quotes? Okay,
Just-
don't take a drink yet.
Okay.
It'll happen though.
So
Get your drinks
Welcome,
handy.
boyos.
good
Yeah,
morning.
thanks for hosting, man. This is
Thanks
exciting.
for being here.
Is this
Happy
your first time
Halloween Eve.
Is this your first time hosting live?
No,
No. Okay.
Dude, way to try to get in.
I think that was
don't
my
you,
first-
you even watch the podcast, Rob?
I think that was my first show ever where you weren't there
Yes.
when we did
Yeah.
war games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
True. It's a fact.
Oh, it's a
It's
fact.
a fact.
It just seems like a long time because there's been such a delay between,
That's true.
the reviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know what that
it
is.
is.
What is that?
Stretch it out. Stretch it out.
There you go.
That's-
Okay.
That's a big old floppy ding dong.
The time of recording, it's October 30th, the day for All Hallows Eve. Also, it's
Happy
the day
Devil's
for
Night.
Game 6 of the
Yeah.
World Series. Let's go, Jays.
Is that tomorrow?
Fire it up.
That is
Fire it
tomorrow.
up.
Yep.
Oh,
we're gonna
Fire
fire
it
it up.
up.
I'm so glad it's come back, man. I really am. I mean, I'm not a big baseball follower or fan, but what an exciting time, man. There's been so many milestones made through this one, and
Mhm, mhm.
I'm so glad it's going back to Toronto. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, for all those fans to have it on home ground is just so cool. So
Oh,
cool.
maybe Toronto will get burned down for Devil's Night.
What does that mean?
Dude, Devil's Night. Oh, were you not here
weren't
for
here
Do you
the
not
Crow?
Crow?
watch
For the
the?
Crow.
Do you not listen to the podcast, Steve?
I wasn't here.
Oh. Dude,
It didn't
have you seen the
exist.
Crow before?
All right.
No, I was really looking forward to doing it too
Well, you
because
could've
it was
watched
a
it.
banger of a
It's
movie.
a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
in the
let's all
Crow
stop
and
beating
Devil's
up on
Night,
Steve.
yeah, they light things on fire.
Ah,
And
gotcha.
let's say hi to everybody in the chat. So, as always, half an hour early, Tony.
Only half an hour? Tony's
Only half an
slipping.
hour. It says
Tony's
6:45.
slipping.
Does he
man.
fall asleep afterwards though? Because he's been
Yeah.
waiting. That's
That's
the thing.
my job. Whenever I play Power Washing Simulator, I put him to sleep. It's his nighttime
yeah.
ritual.
That game would put anyone to sleep.
Right?
And the lovely, talented Allie Williams.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's she doing here?
Yeah, what the
is she
hell?
doing here? And our second biggest fan, or maybe biggest fan, VJBB.
Woo!
Oh,
Hello, hello. And Peachy Chris. What is she
Where's
doing?
the applause, Rob? I thought you had the applause.
I'm
sound.
hitting two buttons at once here. It's hard
Ah,
to.
You got one job.
I have two jobs. Thank you very much.
Oh.
I have three jobs actually.
You actually have all the
you have
jobs.
so many
So
jobs.
this is for Hose News.
Yeah.
This is for everybody else.
And that
we
concludes
gotta
our
get
show,
the-
everybody. Bye.
Speaking of number one fan, I actually have some fan mail.
What?
Oh.
Is that okay if I get into that now?
Someone wrote you a
Yeah, but-
letter.
Yeah.
Is
We've
it
got
handwritten?
letters. We got
It's like Jim will
letters.
fix it.
Sorry. Okay.
Wait a second. Do we have
Um,
a soundbite intro for this?
Let me work on it here.
Okay.
Here it is. There you go.
I don't.
All right, let's
Does-
go with it.
Does shrugging in response to a random sound effect count as a Simpsons quote? No?
Sure.
Anybody?
Sure.
No.
I wasn't here for that one either.
Yeah. No, it's our new drinking game. It's Simpsons quotes.
Gotcha.
It'll happen. Yeah. So more fan mail. Hey yo, brackets Chicago gangster accent. 3 quick hits. Number 1. Oh wait, no, that's just a question for me. Number 2. Nope, that's also shit. I should have prepared more. I'm
Fan
so
mail.
sorry. There is 1
Right.
point. Wait, do you want the fan mail or not? Like,
Are we live yet?
yeah,
Do we know
I
who
don't know.
wrote
Are
the
we
fan
live?
mail?
We're live right now. Okay. Finally catching up on the Halloween episode of the podcast you mentioned. I am your fellow pumpkin pie hater. That shit sucks. And my family all loved it and made me think I was adopted. Welcome to the club. I also blurted fuck off when you said Crispy Crunch was mid WTF. Signed, our
Hater.
good friend, Baron Van Awesome himself, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Never took Dave as a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We learn so much doing these
I used to
things.
like Dave until he said that thing about the pumpkin pie.
And he said his actual top tier Halloween candy for both him and his brother
hmm
was those Popeye sticks, the fake cigarette candy sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those chalky, tasteless things.
They're still
Yes.
around too.
That's
Yeah.
that's telling us something here,
Dave,
Dave.
I'm gonna disagree with you on the Popeye candy sticks.
He
Yeah,
just
they're
like-
basically like slightly sweet chalk.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
The red-
somebody who enjoys the taste of their boogers in my
Yes.
mind. Salt and vinegar on
Yeah.
one side,
And
cheese and onion on the
also-
other.
Chalky
Dave made
boogers.
sure to sign it. The #1 Gen X-Wing ready to believe podcast fan worldwide.
Proclaimed.
So yeah,
Hence why he's
Those
not
are-
in the
those
chat
are
now
fine.
because we're not doing ready to believe.
no, he would be here if he could. He drives like 12, 14, 16 hours a day for his job.
we
So
gotta
he's
get a
probably
radio
in the
show
car.
going.
Yeah, I actually told him not to stream us live in the car because I don't want him to crash. So he will listen to this after the fact. So everybody say hi, Dave.
I
Hi,
did.
Hi,
Dave.
Dave.
Hi, Dave. Don't crash. Watch out for that truck ahead.
At the next intersection,
Watch
turn
out
left.
for that tree.
Watch out for that tree.
And if you need to
Ah,
stop,
There's
and
your Simpson quote. Take a drink.
take a sit down, take us into the toilet, and listen to us for 10 minutes.
Hey, you can listen to us on the toilet. I'm not going to judge.
On that
Make
note,
sure you wash your hands.
rabbits, they poop a lot, huh?
On that
First
note,
segue. So, Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988. When was the first time you guys saw this? Let's start with the rabbit owner, James.
Definitely home video.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't get to a lot of movies as a kid. My parents were very busy, but yeah, we were big into the home video. I must have watched this movie a million times as a kid on home video.
Steve?
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was at the cinema or if it was on VHS. I don't remember. I know it was amazing for its time, but I can't remember. Maybe it was at the cinema. Maybe it was at the cinema. I can't remember though.
Rob, you're looking perplexed.
yeah,
You're-
I'm trying to remember if I like 88. I was in grade 11 at the time, and I'm trying to figure out if I saw this movie with my girlfriend at the time or I saw it in home video. It seems like more of a home video, but for some reason I have memories of people kind of gasping and being sad at certain points of the movie. Like, well, we'll talk later, but it's just like so I don't know, but I have a feeling I was in theater when I saw this.
Mhm.
It was so
And that-
hyped up though, because it was the
Yes.
first of its kind, and I remember it being so hyped up that you had to go and see it on the big screen. That's why I keep.
This would have
that's why-
been so cool in the theater.
Yeah.
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 I think
can't
I'm the
imagine.
same way. I don't think I saw it in the theater. I think my older sister probably did. And then eventually when it came out on VHS, we probably saw it. But I don't remember exactly when. All right. Facts and stats quickly. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. You might have known him from such films as Back to the Future, Castaway, Forrest Gump, and other things. Written by Jeffrey Price, who wrote Doc Hollywood and the ever amazing Wild Wild West.
I wish we'd watched that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it would have been a better one for sure.
Hey, I'm picking movie next.
Peter S. Seaman, same films as Mr. Price, so they must be writing partners. I don't know. And Gary K. Wolf, who's actually the creator of Roger Rabbit, which I didn't know until I started researching this. So he apparently wrote crime noir parodies featuring Roger Rabbit. I had no idea. Did you guys know this?
No.
Yeah,
I learned later about the book that was based on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a book?
yeah,
There's a few
Very
of them.
loosely based on a book, but I'm
Oh,
assuming
cool.
Hose knows we'll get into
and it has a totally different ending.
had a totally different beginning
Spoilers.
and
Has
middle.
totally different everything.
Starring the late great Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant.
Oh,
He is the
Did he pass
weirdo.
away?
so good.
Yes.
I had no
Um,
idea.
Not that long ago, but
Yeah.
he shuffled
Oh.
off. Charles Fleischer was the voice of Roger. But here's another Back to the Future connection. Who was he in Back to the Future 2? I'll give you that.
Oh, I haven't seen 2 for a long time. He was that guy, did that thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
with
that's
the
the thing.
baseball.
Okay. He
baseball
played
scene.
Terry, the mechanic who fixes Biff's car.
Oh, nice. That's
But
cool.
Doesn't he give him like a baseball prediction or something like that? Or takes on
Yeah.
it? So I don't remember. I thought there was a scene about that. No, he gets the almanac, and I thought that he was involved in that almanac scene or so.
He's
The
got
The almanac
Sorry,
is
like in the
predict-
past. Yeah.
He brings it
I've
back.
seen the movie.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he
We'll
brings
have
the
to challenge.
almanac back.
Somebody check our facts on this one, but I don't think he does.
No.
Anyway, Christopher Lloyd playing Judge June, Joanne Cassidy as Dolores, and Kathleen Turner as the voice of Jessica Rabbit, but
uncredited.
credited. That is
Hang on.
correct.
It was uncredited.
Yeah, is
Guys,
there a reason why she
There
she
is, there
wasn't
is Steve.
credited?
Did you find out?
I did not. You tell me.
She thought this movie was going to bomb, would not work, was just going to be absolutely ridiculous, and she didn't want to tarnish herself. She did it as a favor for Zemeckis,
Really?
and she thought it was going to bomb, and that's
Wow.
why she wanted to be uncredited.
Wow, no faith.
It's
It is Robert Zemeckis. Are you kidding?
well, at the time, Robert Zemeckis had just he just got famous for.
For Back to the Future?
Back to the
one of the
Future.
best
I-
movies of
I don't
all
think it
before
was
that,
time?
he was useless.
It
according
wasn't
to
him.
the people.
It wasn't him. It was the premise of the movie, is what was being done, because it had never been done before. Cartoon
Mhm.
characters integrating with humans.
Yeah.
She just didn't see that concept as something that was going to work. I guess it wasn't to do with him. She did it because of it.
But it's weird because her voice at this time in the 80s was iconic. She
Yeah.
had that husky, smoky voice that
Yeah.
that you hear obviously in Jessica Rabbit, but it was iconic at the time. So not being credited, it's hard to miss whose voice that is.
hmm And she invented Malibu Stacy.
And she invented Malibu Stacy Take a Drink.
Take it.
Is that? Oh, yeah.
Do you know who did her singing voice though?
No.
Another actress named Amy Irving did all the singing though for Jessica. So
Do you know what else she's done? The name isn't super familiar.
No.
Traffic, Carrie, something called Adam. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking. I can't find anything right now.
Adam, is that the is that a new movie? Adam, is that the one that what's his nuts did? That helps,
What's
doesn't it?
nuts?
Super descriptive.
Ryan Reynolds. Is that the one?
Oh,
is
that one where he goes back to
Yeah.
beat up his child himself or something.
Oh, that's Project Adam, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Project Adam. Yeah, not Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, did you forget Ryan Reynolds' name, dude?
I did. I
Wow.
did.
Wow.
I'm
Must
not
be-
only am I getting old, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But luckily,
And,
Because he's
luckily I remember this movie.
and you're really hot.
I am really hot.
Physically.
Yeah, just so
Physically and
just so,
attractively.
so to put that into perspective, it's not a big pumping of the tires. I wanted to surprise everyone tonight and be in full Halloween gab as a scary, and I'll prove it to you, a scary clown. This was going to be my attire for the whole episode with
Wasn't
a
like
wig,
part of it.
That's kind of a weird clown mask for
and it's
the
too
audio.
damn hot, man. Halloween out here is too damn hot. It's
Gotta
in
keep
the
It is
a
too
bit.
damn hot everywhere.
How hot is it?
Costumes are warm.
The rent's too damn high.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. Got
How
the
hot is
AC
it,
pump, but
LA?
just couldn't do it. It was like 80 something tonight before the sun went down. So yeah, apologies
what that
everybody.
That's all anybody
Um,
was talking about.
Budget. Any guys?
Millions.
Budget was 70 million.
There
That
you
was a
go.
budget.
That was a budget.
It'd be an expensive
70.
movie.
A lot of effects going on there. How much do you think it grossed?
Oh,
Rob.
oh,
200 million.
you're not Rob.
You're not Rob.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I
I was
already
excited.
I already knew the answer to it, so that's why.
Dude, so you can skip Rob.
That's
he
why I didn't
cheated.
say anything.
Dude,
Jamie.
200 million.
200 million. All right. 3.
I would say 150 million.
It grossed 330 million. Round
Wow.
out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So that's a profit of 260. So
Also, Ellie, much appreciated for translating stupid units into Celsius. I really
24.
appreciate that.
24 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
In
Right
24
now,
degrees.
currently? Holy crap. That is
And-
warm.
Now over to Ali for the weather.
Yeah. It's hot. Thank you, Ellie.
damn.
It's gonna rain. Oh, now you're gonna
No, I
get started.
appreciate
When
the
when we finish this cast, I'm gonna walk out to a whole weather prediction for the rest of the evening. I know now. He is addicted to the weather, that lady.
Coming down from the north, we've got
Yeah. Need Ellie to predict the weather for tomorrow in
That's
Burnaby.
it. The chat's gonna blow up with weather. There we go.
Oh, we had a high of 32 today.
Wow. That's toasty.
With the wind coming in from
Yeah.
the east.
What's
It's
the
nuts.
humidity index?
Well, we were boiling a wig for a while today, so in here it's really
Boiling a wig.
Boiling
I can't help.
egg.
that. Can't help.
What is that even like for dinner? What
No,
is that?
It's like if you want to
Who
color
does
it,
that?
you do the same with fabrics. You heat them up,
Ah.
and then you put the yeah. Anyway,
Oh, that makes
let's not
sense.
let's
Cool.
not detract. Keep
Yes.
going.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to read the synopsis that I wrote all on my own with spelling errors and everything. So,
Read the
Eddie
spelling
Valiant.
errors.
what?
On his own, Jamie.
Stop.
The
Stop
spelling
it.
errors.
I can't do two things at once. Eddie Valiant, a washed-up private detective with a drinking problem, is hired by the head of the Maroon Cartoons movie studio, The Gig, to get some evidence that their star actor Roger Rabbit's wife is cheating on him with the head of the Acme Corporation and the owner of Toontown, Marvin Acme. But when Acme turns him dead, Roger's implicated for the murder and becomes the target of the sinister Judge Doom. Valiant discovers that Marvin Acme was planning on leaving Toontown to its animated inhabitants. However, Acme's will cannot be found. Without the will, Toontown will be sold to Cloverleaf Industries, who has already purchased the city's beloved cable car system. After being captured by the Toon Patrol, aka the Weasels, Roger and his wife Jessica are set up to be executed using a concoction known as the Dip. Judge Doom, of course, then does the classic bad guy move of letting everyone know his plans, that he owned Cloverleaf Industries, and once he had control of Toontown, he's going to level it and put through a modern miracle of a freeway. Before Roger
a
and Jessica,
three-way or a three-way?
That would be a miracle.
I'm sure
A
that's what he
modern
was
miracle
aiming
or a
for.
three-way?
Yeah.
Temperatures got
Before
hotter.
Roger and Jessica can be killed, Valiant, through a comedic vaudeville-esque routine, kills the Weasels with laughter and rescues the couple. Doom then reveals that he is a Toon and killed Eddie's brother years ago. Eddie manages to take out Doom with the very dip that the judge had created. And then Eddie realizes that Marvin Acme, being the Joker that he was, had written his will using invisible ink, and Toontown was now owned by the Cartoons of the Land. The end.
Wow. Nobody
Yeah,
needs to watch a movie anymore.
The
Yeah,
only
sure.
the only thing I would add to that it was disappearing and reappearing ink, not
That's
invisible.
right. Yes, sorry. Sorry. I feel shame.
Start from the beginning again.
Yeah, if we just try that again from the
I'll
top.
try again. Take
Yeah.
it.
With-
Eddie
with
Valiant,
more
a
relish.
private detective. With a drinking problem.
Acting.
Okay. Steve, 3 thoughts
Yeah.
on the movie. Lay it
Thoughts on the movie? Way beyond, right? It was an amazingly made movie, edited movie. Just everything they did with the cartoon characters coming together with, I'm going to say Bob Hoskins, because I mean, you're probably going to spill us with facts, but he wasn't necessarily the first person desired for this role. But his acting, his what do you want to call it? It's not a method acting, but his physical acting is unreal in this. And I think that's what grabs me with this movie is he makes it. He makes it. And as far as having all of these cartoon characters that we grew up with being on the same screen, yeah, it's an amazingly put together movie. That's my thoughts. Whether it's a great movie is another thing, but it's amazingly well made movie.
I didn't even know who Bob Hoskins was at first, and I always thought he was American as a kid.
He's
And
British.
I know, and then once so later that you see him in was it Crazy Beast or something, where he plays like crazy British gangster and everything, and he's just not Eddie Valiant.
Or even Hook is probably
Right,
not
Hook.
his genuine accent, but it's got to be closer to. Like, yeah, he plays a really convincing, kind of hard-boiled American private eye.
I think that's the thing about him. He's a tough nut, man.
Yeah,
He is a tough nut, but he's got that smile of his and that jokey side that comes out. But he's just you don't mess with him type of guy. Anyway, that was me.
Over to you, Jamie, for
awesome.
the weather.
Yeah, it's hot. It is not hot here. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow, though. Yeah, yeah. Steve, you nailed it. I feel like Bob Hoskins did a lot of heavy lifting in terms of selling the world as it's just normal every day that toons and humans are just walking around interconnected. Yeah, it's such a good movie. It's the special effects, everything is so convincing, and it feels like that is just the world. Like at no point did I find myself kind of taken out of the movie, being like, oh, that was a little strange. Like everything feels so natural. It's awesome. And yeah, that must have been a ton of work on set, special effects wise, to make that all happen. It's
Well, it's
crazy.
funny we talk about now when they're like, "Oh, look at the tennis ball," and pretend you're on a screen, with a fake lightsaber, but
Yeah.
pretend you're holding a weasel by the neck and shaking it, and you're like, "Do this and do that."
Yeah.
Things that aren't there, and then the kids are, I don't know what they did
I-
for them to
I
hold.
vividly remember seeing an interview with Bob Hoskins and him having to redo scenes specifically, about, I think it was choking the weasel.
Freddie.
Which, I mean, it's
drink
right
to that?
there. They did that on purpose. But like he was choking him like this. But he was asked to redo the scene, choking him with his fingers closed, so the artists after the fact don't have to draw the lines between
Neck
every
pieces.
single one of his
Oh,
his
God.
fingers.
Yeah,
It's like just things like that you'd need to consider as you're acting out these
geez.
crazy scenes,
I didn't think of something like that. That'd be so much extra work.
right?
Well, I'm also wondering if they even thought about that and it just came up at the time. That's why they did a reshoot, right? They're like,
Yeah,
shoot,
no
we didn't
doubt.
think about this because it's the first time anyone had done it.
Yeah, it was pretty ambitious. And it worked out really well.
Robert?
I remember when this movie came out and how ambitious it was, for a number of reasons, because of the interaction of live action with animation at a extended full movie level. I mean, you had little bits and pieces here with maybe a short 3-minute cartoon, but for a whole movie to do this, and on top of that, you're combining franchises together. I remember specifically
call.
Walt Disney and Warner Brothers in the same movie was a big friggin' deal,
That
and
is a big
everybody was
deal.
talking about it. We saw Donald and Daffy fighting it out, and people, and you take yourself out of the movie and you think, A, how would they let this happen, and B, who's going to go on top? Like, because this was a Touchstone production, I believe, was connected to Disney, and so you have, is Disney going to kind of throw their weight around? But they were very respectful towards the characters. And
So,
go
the fact
ahead.
is that as of 2025, this is the only movie where that's ever happened. having
Yeah.
both of
This
those
would not
characters.
happen nowadays.
No.
There is no way in hell
And
that would
they
ever happen again.
they struck an agreement where each character, like each company, would have same airtime. So that's why you have Mickey and
Mickey
Bug
and Bugs. Yeah.
and Donald and Daffy. Like they each there, even down to the very end. It's Porky and Tinkerbell, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The very end. So yeah, that was the kind of deal they came up with.
Nice.
It was kind of like you'd wonder if they even counted the words to that was said. Like, make sure each one has 20 words, no more than
Airtime. Yeah.
Yeah, that time. There's a guy with a stopwatch on either side timing. Oh, that was 0.5 seconds more. So extend the scene.
Just
But
the
it was
stopwatch
ambitious.
guy in the editing bay.
It was a great decision to make, though, right? Because this was
Yeah.
all about cartoons. This
Mhm.
wasn't
Yeah.
about the houses that made them. This was all about the cartoon characters that
Yeah.
we love. So it was a great decision on their
Yeah.
part.
It's a
But you-
love letter to them for sure.
Yeah.
But you can't ignore the houses because there were a few that weren't involved in this. I mean, Popeye was supposed to be here, but unfortunately
Mm.
wasn't. But I think you still saw Harvey in there and other
Well, we
things.
got
And
Betty Boop and
Betty Boop, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
she had some
Kind of stuff.
classic stuff, and it was just you were aware that as a cartoon fan. And I think in the 80s and early 90s, the rise of Looney Tunes and cartoons were coming back because Disney was struggling with cartoons at this time. And so people were starting to be more aware of the classics and more aware of the history of the classics. And so when you see this sort of stuff, you enjoy it as a movie, but you also enjoy it as an industry. And that's where I was able to kind of like take myself out of it. And just even then, when I first saw this, take myself out of it and just analyze it as a movie and say, this is actually something special.
There's two scenes, kind of jumping ahead a bit, but there's two scenes where you really get to see how they've crammed in a whole bunch of different characters from different. And one is where he's driving into Toontown for the first time, like,
Mhm.
"Hi, Eddie," you know, all these different things. And then at the end, when the Dipmobile crashes through the wall, they're all like peering out through
Yeah.
again. There's like Peter and the Wolves there, and a whole bunch of other guys that you know you recognize. I thought it was very well done that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys on all this stuff. It's so ambitious, the way it was done. And for me, though, when I look back at it and think about it, as a kid, I'd always have that imagination of like, oh, wouldn't that be so amazing to live in a world where I could just go into Toontown
Dude.
and have like an animated, you know, elephant as my vacuum cleaner or whatever, you know, that whole thing. And so as a kid, my mind was just like super excited to think about the possibilities of a world like this being real, and then seeing it on the big screen. It's just it was amazing. So
Did any of you guys make it to Disneyland when Toontown was a thing?
Oh, now in Toontown. I went to Disneyland 3 years ago, and they still have that Roger Rabbit area,
Yeah.
but it's
That-
not Toontown anymore.
I went when I was 14 years old. So in the 60s when I went to Disneyland, I'm just
Sorry, did you
kidding.
say
No,
in
no
the
laugh.
60s?
Yeah, I was
Wow.
commenting on
Is
how
there something else you want to tell us here? Draclier?
yeah.
Track clear.
Yeah. No, Toontown in Disneyland was my favorite place. It was so cool. They did a really good job of making you feel like you were in a cartoon when you walked into that area of the park. It was awesome.
I've
And
never.
the Roger Rabbit ride was amazing.
They've recently, for Oogie Boogie Bash, their version of Halloween Horror Nights, so it's their Halloween celebration at Disney. They had Judge Doom with the dip barrels, and he does a performance to scare everyone. And it looked
Nice.
That's
great.
pretty cool.
It looked great. I didn't go to it. I never get tickets for that.
That's
It's
awesome.
impossible, but it looks so good from what I saw.
That's so cool.
I've never been to Disneyland, so go to hell.
One day,
Yeah.
mate. One day.
One day.
Tony.
Tony's on another account here. Hey, I'm here. I'm just here to
Yeah.
anyone to hear anyone. He's thinking he's having headphone issues. So I got another account to follow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just jump into it then. Let's go with the favorite scenes, and I kind of reached the subject already. So, 3. Let's start with you.
Okay, I wrote these down. I'm going to work my way down the list. The baby scene in the hallway. So when we
Mhm.
first see the baby, we come in the pram. We got a shot of a behind and some long legs, which first catches our attention with the stroller, and then we get to meet the baby. We're smoking a stogie, and that whole conversation. And the end of the scene too, with him getting it drop and then bursting into tears. But yeah, that scene there was funny. that one was great.
Baby
Baby
Herman's
Herman.
hilarious.
Yeah. My stogie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great voice. Great,
Great.
like just old grizzled
Mhm.
veteran of Hollywood
Yeah.
voice.
And I think
Love
he
Ah,
treated
what
him
the hell?
poorly, man. Like he was trying to help his buddy out, and Valiant's a bit of a dick towards him, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was still a funny scene.
Well,
it's got that
Valiant's a
whole
dick to every cartoon at
Yeah.
the start
Yeah,
of the
it's got
movie,
that
right?
big chip on his shoulder about poor old brother and the piano
Yeah.
on his head. Yeah, no, that scene was great. And Baby Herman also a bit of a misogynist, slapping the
A little bit.
Hey, you twits.
A
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
bit.
The problem
Yeah.
is I have a 50-year-old
Oh, I was
less.
saving that for the
Hey,
quotes.
shut it.
I was saving that for the quotes.
It's scenes, man.
All right.
Scenes.
I will be quiet.
Jeez, let me cross
You
that
go
one
into your
off, man.
corner 2 minutes, you feel shame.
Rob, give us a scene.
Give us a scene, Rob.
Oh, okay. I thought I was in 2-minute detention here.
You are.
The shaving a haircut scene. Every time I think of you hear that all the time. Bop, 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 which funny enough, in Mexico, that's a bad thing. I was told by my Mexican ex-wife that when you hear dot, 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 that's kind of an insult. But in
Why?
comedy,
Weird.
why I don't know. I
I feel like you were just being gaslit, so you wouldn't do that anymore.
sure, that's hence why the marriage is over. But
Because of shaving a
because
haircut.
of shaving a
How many
haircut, that
marriages
was
do you think
the
shaving a
last
haircut
stand
ended?
right there.
Yeah.
Do it
But,
right now.
That was
Do it
it.
right
That
now
was
for
a
old
final
time's
straw.
sake.
Yeah, do it. Just- Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but anyways,
Rob,
the
do you feel
shaving
liberated.
no, but the shaving a haircut. Every time I hear that, I always think of this scene of
Mhm.
of just Roger Rabbit just kind of can't contain himself, and
Yeah.
he just blows up. It's so good.
Yeah.
I dig that
That
scene.
cut back to him is brilliant. He's like, I don't know who's more crazy, him out there, and he just turns
Yeah.
around and he's just losing his shit in the
He's
van. It's such a good
squeaking.
thing.
But the
Yeah.
way Christopher Lloyd delivers it, he just goes
Yeah.
shave and the haircut.
Yeah.
And
Just
burst
so
through the
Between
good.
wall.
Christopher Lloyd and Bob Hoskins playing this movie as
Yeah.
serious as a car crash, like
Mhm.
it's brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Well, I did read that Christopher Lloyd tried not to blink
Yes, that's what I heard.
during all his scenes so he could be even creepier.
Nice.
Like, when you
love that.
rewatch it, just watch his eyes. And it's
It's
true.
menacing.
Yeah, because maybe he'd have cartoon eyelids that you would see if he blinked.
Steve, do you have
Jamie-
one?
Hmm?
Do you have a
Jamie's
favorite
turn.
scene?
Jamie's turn.
Me? It's Jamie. Let's go, Jamie.
Dude, yeah, who's hosting, Steve?
I don't know. Steve is. I'm Steve.
Steve's like, fuck, keep it
Jamie, do you
moving
have
so
a
I can
favorite
get the
scene,
hell
or-
out of here.
You were just giving us some other facts about the actors. I just thought we'd go back to scenes again.
My favorite scene is right before shaving a haircut. Actually, it's the hacksaw on the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Just hey, can you hold this still? And it just very naturally like slips out and holds it. Just that whole back and forth,
Mhm.
and then Roger saying, "Yeah, I could do it, but only when it was funny."
Oh, see, he's done quotes too. Jeez.
Hilarious. That's part of the scene, man. That's the end of the scene.
That is acceptable. I'll let that
Oh.
slide.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Well, and I guess to play off of
Flag
that,
on the play.
that whole like bigger scene of them in the bar. There's so many bits in there, right? So you had
Oh, the musical
yeah.
number's great.
the musical number. You had the shaving a haircut. You had what's his name? The guy that's he thought was gonna rat him out, Angelo.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is my invisible friend
Yeah.
Harvey.
Say hi, Harvey.
Yeah, which is a reference to the Jimmy Stewart movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that.
But the one that, and this also is a quote, but the one that gets me in that is when he gives him the drink. And he's like, you want this? No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. When I say I do, I do. And it's, Amy and I
Rabbit season, duck season.
Yeah.
do
exactly.
that line every time when one of us says, no, I don't. If
Oh,
one of
I
us says,
love
no, I
that.
don't, then yes, you do.
I could just see you two at a pub and you're just doing that over a beer. You want another
Amazing.
beer? No, I don't. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Steve, you got another one?
I do enjoy the end. If we can skip to the end, I do enjoy the steamroller end of him getting flattened, only because it's terrifying and
Mhm.
disturbing. But that whole scene of him getting flattened and coming back up again and pumping himself back up, I love that scene because it's so creepy, but it's also very entertaining.
Hmm. And then that those animated eyes.
Pop out, yeah, his eyes pop out on the floor, and then you see the
Roll away.
animated eyes, and
Yeah.
that whole. But I'll not do any quotes just in case someone's got it on their list.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't want to violate any rules,
Yeah.
Steve.
Robert, back to you.
Okay, so this is a scene that was interesting. This is why I keep thinking I saw it live. It was the squeaky shoe scene because so when all those squeaky shoes got out of the box and they're all walking around, and you see those two boots goose stepping, by the way, which kind of threw me off a bit. But and so he's taken the shoe and dipping it into the dip. And I remember people so upset because that shoe was so cute. And
was
it's just
cute.
and do you know who did the voice of that shoe?
Mel Blanc.
Albert Einstein.
No, Bart Simpson. Or not Bart Simpson. I believe
Nancy Cartwright?
Nancy Cartwright. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lisa Simpson. Yeah, that was her first.
Nancy
one of her
Cartwright
first
did
movies
do
she ever
Bart.
did.
Yeah, Nancy Cartwright
Who am I
did.
think-
She's
Yearly
Bart.
Smith was
Yeah,
Lisa.
It was Nancy
Yeah,
Cartwright.
okay, yeah.
She did do
Sorry,
Bart.
sorry.
You're
Okay,
right.
yes, thank
Yeah,
you. It was
yeah.
Nancy Cartwright. Yeah, but I know it was Nancy Cartwright. I got my Simpsons mixed up.
Yeah.
So I can't drink. But it was
Rob's
just a
been
scene
drinking
where.
too much.
But it was just a scene that I remember, like people being upset, genuinely upset that this cute little shoe was getting killed.
That's your
And,
favorite scene?
I didn't say favorite; it's memorable. It stands
True.
out quite a bit.
Well, I
because
got
of
your
how
back on that one.
tragic.
I've got that written down as the same thing because it's such a great way to introduce just how evil
Yeah,
Judge Doom is, right? It's like taking the cutest thing you've seen so far and just literally melting it while it's still alive in front of you.
but it
For
also
doing
allowed
nothing,
you.
for doing nothing apart from giving him a hug.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
it
just
also
bumped into
told
him,
you that
yeah.
these tunes are not invincible. They they can perish.
Thanks
Yeah.
to the dip.
And the dip, apparently some of the trivia said the dip is actually what they use to clean animation cells in real life.
Yes.
It's that concoction of the
Oh, it's acetone, right?
acetone,
Acetone,
benzene,
Benzene.
and
turpentine.
turpentine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 3. Yeah, no,
Scenes? Are we still on scenes?
sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go straight for the scene of Jessica coming to his apartment, catching him just coming out the shower. But the whole scene, the whole interaction with those gargantuan boobs and everything is just so funny. But the bit that gets me on it is when he bends down to pull his pants back up, and he gets up and hits them, and it's just such an awkward look at each other, and him just saying sorry. It was just so funny, and they're really playing on it. They're really playing it. But when she bursts in and says, "Oh, was it you dabbling in watercolors now?"
Yeah.
That was a good line.
But the whole scene was great, and they didn't go too far with it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's what I liked about it. It was all good humor, and it was fun.
I've got that one written down as well, but I said, was he doing the full Costanza where he comes out? I didn't think he was taking a shower. He says pants on and just no
Yeah.
shirt and a tie.
But there is a story behind that, though, right?
What is it?
For
don't
the
know.
deleted. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't want to step on. But
No, I don't know.
about the
I
deleted
did some
scenes.
research. I didn't go crazy deep though. So
Because there's some deleted scenes out there that they didn't use, and one of them was I think it was based on the fact it was the first one they experimented with and did, because apparently instead of just sending him into Toontown and chucking him on the floor, they sent him into Toontown with a pig head painted on him.
Mm.
So he came out and he had a big pig's head, and he had to walk around, and he has to get back to his apartment, and he finally sees he's got this pig head on, and he goes in the shower and washes it off. And you see the animated pig head hit the bath and then go down the plug hole. And so that's why he comes out without the shirt, because but it's still a bit of a,
Wait, did he
why
have
would
to
you
take
put your
his
tie on
pants
before
off?
your shirt? That's the weird thing. But he would have been in, I don't know if he just stuck his head like you when you wash your hair in the shower. Who knows? But that was the scene that was supposed to happen right before he comes out of the bathroom.
that makes sense now because it's such a hard cut It's like, oh, I'm going back to my apartment or whatever, and then it's just like him walking out of the bathroom with his shirt off and a tie.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Ernie Hudson in The Crow, walking around in his underwear with a hat.
Yeah, he still got his hat on.
Jamie,
That's what I'm doing right now.
Jamie, go.
I love how the movie opens. The animated short,
Mhm.
like the in universe, them filming the cartoon with Roger trying to save Baby Herman
Mhm.
from offing himself through various methods in the kitchen. That whole, it felt like an old Goofy cartoon.
Yeah.
Like it was just amazing slapstick comedy.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
Tom and
the-
Jerry. That's
Yeah.
what I was reminded of. Tom and Jerry.
Just yeah, it's for me, it's Goofy trying to do sports. So he's doing like the parallel bars and the rings and whatnot. But
Mhm.
yeah, just the bit when Roger goes onto the end of the vacuum and gets inflated, and then he shoots off like a balloon, and he's just ripping around the kitchen, like flapping his lips and his tongue. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
out the
all
oven.
awesome.
The laps around out the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Herman's foot hits the burner and everything.
Oh
and
god,
it
it's
lights
so
it, yeah.
good. Yeah,
But
it's so
I
funny.
love how, like I said, how that ends, where it goes from the cartoon to the real world, right?
the transition
all
is
cut.
so cool.
Yeah, and they all cut because he wanted stars, not birds. or
Stars, not
something.
Yes.
birds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can give you birds.
Yes.
One thing I remember when I first saw that scene was how clean the animation was, because back then when you're watching a lot of Tom and Jerry, you're not seeing it's very simple. It's not rushed, but it's like we got to get this out and animate it. But here you saw a reflection of everything on the floor, which was quite mind-blowing at the time. When you see reflection, the detail, how smooth it was when he's doing the laps of the smoke, it was quite something, I remember, and being impressed by the animation itself.
Yeah, totally. Well, and that leads to one of my favorite scenes was actually when the Toon Patrol comes to Eddie's apartment, and he's still handcuffed to Roger, and he's doing his laundry and his dishes and everything, and then it wasn't so much like the interaction. It was just I really loved how well that's done with, like, Roger comes out and he spits water out, right? And then the weasel like splashes the water, and we're going back to Bob Hoskins having to react to all this stuff, and the animators having to do that, and the weasel's walking around with real guns.
Yeah.
Right? I haven't seen
Yeah,
the
that's
behind the scenes how it got made, but I want to see that because, like, how are these, like, were these guns on
They
sticks?
had them on rods. They're
Oh, yeah.
basically like a stick puppet.
Stick
Mhm.
puppet,
So they
right?
had someone like puppeteering the guns walking around, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's so cool to see that and just how well it's done.
I remember seeing a little behind about when he comes out of the water and spits out. It was actually, I believe, like a pipe that comes out and shoots water out
Mhm.
of the water, out of the sink. And I remember seeing that part, but I don't remember how they splashed the water. And it's so subtle, you miss it, especially nowadays when we're so used to AI, or not AI, sorry, special effects and CGI, that a lot of stuff is assumed and taken for granted. But here, when you understand that you've never seen anything like this, it's new. It's quite fascinating to watch.
hmm Another thing from that scene I just remembered is it also set up the stop laughing. You're gonna die from laughing,
Yeah.
because that was
foreshadowing.
throughout the movie like a few times, right? Foreshadowing it. 3, you got any more?
His handgun and the bullets.
Oh yeah,
So good.
and
So good.
and a few of those voices were famous
Yeah.
actors. I forget their names, but Disney actors, right?
Yeah, I recognize, especially in what in tarnation.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was the Sheriff Nottingham from Robin Hood. He's a well-known voice actor, which I can't remember. But
I
yeah,
will say
recognize
though, that was the only thing in the movie that didn't age well.
yeah,
Was the indigenous bullet doing that total stereotypical
Oh yeah,
native
like
thing.
the whooping. Yeah.
The whooping and that
Yeah.
tomahawk
The
and all that stuff.
tomahawk. Yeah.
But other than that, Rob, you got any more?
I know, but I just look at my notes and it's got here. Geez, Bob Hoskins is hairy. I just noticed that he was really hairy. But
That's awfully judgmental.
yeah, well,
Why are you commenting on how his body looks, Rob?
because
It's the 80s, man. It's the 80s. Men didn't prune
Yeah.
and wax and
I was impressed with
lubricate
his
their
his
skin.
girth though.
He was
they
a
just grew
silverback
gorilla
gorilla.
hair.
Yep, total
I do-
silverback.
I do have the sport. Droopy was a favorite. I remember seeing
Mhm.
Droopy there, and I was so excited. I remember people being excited about this.
Shiver.
Yeah, I remember that. You also mentioned, that Sport Goofy was in there, and that fun fact: Sport Goofy, that episode aired 2 years before this movie was supposed to have taken place, but they liked it so much
Mhm.
that because of his animation stuff, and they wanted to praise him a little bit in the show, they kept it in.
Yeah, if you've ever seen the full
Wow,
like Sport Goofy,
love
like
Sport
the one that
Goofy.
was playing in the theater, it's so funny.
Love it all. Yeah, that his howl. I remember we would rent videos of just Sport Goofy, and we'd
Mhm.
watch it
Yeah,
again. We
they
had
were
4
hilarious.
episodes on one tape, which nowadays is a kind of a ripoff, but it was just so much fun.
I think I told you guys this weekend what my final will and testament is, right?
No,
It involves Sports Goofy.
Yes.
I want to be catapulted off the side of a boat, buck naked. And this is total because of the cartoons. Off the side of a boat, and first the catapult's got to make that like comedic catapult noise, and then as this, fat bloated dead guy's flying through the air, just flipping, yee-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo, and then
That would
squish.
be hilarious.
Yeah, so that's in my will.
Wow.
I'll write notes right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Jamie, do you got any others?
Absolutely. I love Benny's introduction, the taxi. Benny is so funny,
Yeah.
and he's rude and he's chatty. He's like that typical New Yorker
Yeah.
accent and attitude. Yeah, he's so funny. So when he pulls up, all you got to do is stick out your thumb and he magically
Mhm.
appears.
Well,
Yeah,
and
I
the
love
two of
it.
them are fighting over who's driving. He's like, I'm gonna drive. I'm the cab.
Right? Yeah, that was awesome.
3 anymore?
That's it for me.
That's it for you. That's
Yeah.
it for Steve, everybody. I'm gonna say when they go to Toontown, there's so many Easter eggs and gags, and just that whole thing. Just going back and watching it again, your eyes pulled everywhere. There's I think there's when he hits the truck and it's Acme overused gags, all the different things, and when he goes and he thinks he's found Jessica, and it's Selena, the
Oh,
kissing bandit kind of.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the bit where falls out of the building and he lands on the flagpole, and out comes Tweety
Yeah.
to pull
Oh,
his little
look,
fingers
biddies.
off, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of
So
course, to
good.
the awesome scene with just Bugs and Mickey giving him the spare. I don't know, you stinker.
Yeah. So good, man.
Rob, any more?
No.
All right. James, I know you got more.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One of them was going to be the fake Jessica Rabbit scene,
Mm-hmm.
because that was totally a reverse kind of Pepe Le Pew situation.
Mhm.
And it was super funny. Yeah, I love that scene.
And for me, I'll wrap it up and we'll move into quotes finally. But the end scene, just the whole fight with the weasels, and talking about Bob Hoskins again, when he's doing his whole vaudevillian act and he's juggling the balls and interacting with the weasels, and here's the D&D tie-in when he gets stuck to the thing and he grabs the portable hole. That's actually a magical item you can get in Dungeons and Dragons, a portable hole.
Which we had foreshadowed in the very early scenes when the cops are staking out
Yeah.
and finding out.
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah,
into
that's
the
great.
wall.
Yeah, that was an old Looney Tunes bit. I think it was from an actual episode where a scientist made a hole or something.
Acme hole.
Yeah, something like that. I love the fact they brought Acme and everything. That's just you
Mhm.
have to.
And even like when he's in Toontown, there's like ads up on the buildings, like advertising Acme and things, and having different famous tunes, like being their promotional spokespeople on these posters and that, right? There's so much
Porky's
stuff
beef
there.
sausages. I love its beef sausages.
Not pork. That's
Awesome.
Yeah.
all right. Let's time's ticking away. Let's get on to quotes, and let's go, Steve, because you like to quote things.
Have I got any left? Let me have a look here. Obviously, the one that we cut Rob off at was one of the funniest ones.
Play it
But
off.
I might leave it for Rob to say it again afterwards and let him have his glory with it. But then I'll go to this one, which is from one of the scenes I chose, but decided to hold off on, which is when Jessica Rabbit says, "I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way."
Yeah,
That's a great quote.
it's a classic line.
Yeah.
James.
I think the one that sticks out in my mind the most is actually kind of a weird one now that I think about it. I love when Eddie walks onto the crime scene, and it's all of the cops in the Acme warehouse. He walks in and one guy zings him immediately. Says, "Didn't you used to be Eddie Valiant?" That's such a great line.
Yeah.
Like not because
Followed
it's-
by.
followed by Steve. What's the quote?
Oh, I didn't know if he's followed it up with. Did you change your name to Jack Daniels?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I love that line. One, because of the delivery on the
Mhm.
part of the actor delivering it, but also like how much heavy lifting story wise that little exchange does. Just in terms of like, he used to be well known and I assume well respected by the cops as a private eye. And clearly he is not anymore, and everybody knows where he's been and what he's been up to. And he is no longer respected. Yeah, I love that line.
Now, if I remember correctly, the detective that delivered that line, this is a Star Wars connection. Did anybody get it?
He looked like Porkins.
Nope. He was. Oh, maybe I'm getting the wrong detective. But anyway, there's one detective. It's played by Richard Palmer. Anyway, he played General Modi in A New Hope. You don't frighten us, Lord Vader, with all your hokey ways. It's
I
actually
gotta go check that
Nice.
again. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one that comes into his
Well,
office.
Admiral Modi.
And
Yeah.
and that's the one who comes in the office and surprises him, wakes him up after his drink, isn't it? He
Yeah.
puts the bottle in the bin. I think
Yeah,
that's him.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now you say that, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
so
good
it's
call.
probably. I don't
Yeah.
think it's the same. So you're right. I don't think it's the same guy who did the.
No, not the
Didn't
one
he
that had
used
the
to be like-
hammer, the
Yeah.
sprung-loaded hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was filmed. Half of this was filmed in the UK at L Street. So,
Nice. That's awesome.
Other
Oh, yeah.
quotes, Rob. You're itching. It's locked and loaded.
I wasn't.
it.
I was willing to let Steve do it. I
No, you're
apologize
doing
for
it.
stepping
We're letting
up.
you. We're letting you
Damn it.
take it.
Okay.
Sorry.
The problem is I have a 50-year-old lust and a 3-year-old dinky. That's just a great scene.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Like the fact he used the word dinky. I mean, who uses the word dink anymore? It's like the stupidest term I've ever heard.
I use it as a derogatory term towards people.
It's a great
It's
derogatory term
dink.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you're British, but did you play with dinky toys?
I did. There
That's
was a lot. Yeah, dinky toys,
Yeah.
and there wasn't
Yeah,
for
I
your
did.
John Thomas.
Shrinky dinks. There's shrinky dinks as well.
Shrinky dinks. Shrinky
yeah.
dinks are still around, Rob. Do you know that?
Are they still around?
Shrinky dinks are still around.
Wait,
You can buy
those the
modern
things
day
that-
shrinky dinks.
Are those things you put in the water and they like
I
become
put it in the
large?
oven.
No,
Put in the oven and they
you
shrink.
get a plastic card and you color it in. Then you put it in the oven and it gets thicker and smaller. Shrinky dink gets thicker
Harder.
and smaller and harder, and then you can make it into a keychain or something. That's a shrinky dink.
Shrinky dinks.
Yeah.
This
Let's go
podcast brought
to.
you by-
And I know I'm not in charge, but let's go to the chat and get VJ Baby's quote because she put a quote in there which is quite funny. There you
Oh
go.
hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
such a great one.
My biscuits. Where he
Where
comes
are my
flying
biscuits?
over the
Yeah.
fence from Toontown.
Yeah.
That's
That
great.
quote from VJ Baby surprises me not even a little bit.
Well, and it's also a good one because at the beginning, it helps set up like the Toontown, just like right there, right?
Yeah.
I
We also
did know
got-
that, and I was going to share that with everybody.
I
So,
apologize. Well, hey, weirdos,
Jesus
if you want to read
Christ,
it.
who's running this show? That's true. He did wear the full Roger Rabbit, and there's some video out there so you can see it. And actually, one of the things I read about that was that other people on the set who weren't involved in the movie, they saw that and they thought it was going to be this like poorly made movie because they're like,
He's gonna be
what is
it,
this guy in
dude
this
in
like
the suit.
shitty costume? Right?
Oh
Like,
no.
I don't want anything to do with that rabbit movie over there.
That's good.
Okay, one of my favorite quotes when Roger shows up to his place. How did you know where I was? And he's like, well, he didn't know. So asked the fireman, the greengrocer, the butcher, the baker. They didn't know. But the liquor store guy, he knew.
knows.
Yeah.
That's good.
See if you got any more?
I do. I'm going to do this one because this one's a longer one, but this is the one because, like I said, I enjoyed the movie, but it wasn't like. But this one grabbed me for some reason. I just had to go back and listen to it again. So it's right at the end, and he goes up to. I'm going to read it out. I read it out. He goes up to Jessica. He says, "My darling," or whatever he says. "I would love to embrace you, but first I have to satisfy myself with moral outrage." And that one was just so good. I had to go back and watch it a couple of times, so I had to write that one down. But first, I have to satisfy myself with moral outrage. So good.
That's good.
Jamie.
Check the probate. My uncle had a problem with his probate. He had to take these big
Yeah.
pills and drink lots of water.
Water.
Not
Yeah.
prostate, you idiot. Probate.
And this is where it surprises me how this movie was kind of directed towards kids, even though it was Touchstone. And there was so much stuff that I know if I was younger, like I said, I was in grade 11 at the time, but if I was any younger, I don't think I would have seen this movie in theaters if they had known about some of the stuff that was happening. There would have been, yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, very tongue in cheek all the way through.
It's very,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
there's witty stuff in there.
It's like, are we done? Sorry, have you got another one? Anyone?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's like another one again, Jessica Rabbit ones where he goes to watch her perform. I think it's when she's performing or afterwards when she comes to his office. But she says, you don't know how hard it is when you're a woman who looks like me. And he goes, you don't know how hard it is being a man looking at a woman who looks like you do. Very
There's-
good.
There's some simple like just ones as well where the weasel reaches down Jessica's top. He's gonna search her, and it gets stuck in like a big bear trap or whatever. And then he's like, "Nice booby trap."
Nice booby trap. Yeah. Again, very tongue in cheek and harmless.
Yeah, totally.
There's that
Wow.
one quote when right at the beginning where they're taking the tram, he's sneaking himself onto the back of the trolley with those kids, and then as he gets off, he's going to the kids, "Thanks for the cigarettes."
Yeah.
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 That's a great one.
And he's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah.
Mhm. Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True with
That's the
taking
difference
fall.
between being a cop and a private eye, right? You take the cigarettes from the kids. If you're a
Well,
cop, you bust them.
Yeah.
I think back in the time, I think it was acceptable. It was on Fred Flintstones, for crying out loud.
James. Quotes. Go now.
I'm through with taking
Jamie's
falls
out.
and bouncing off the wall. Steve, shh. Without
Take
that
two.
gun and have some fun. I'd kick you in the, and then something hits him in the head.
Yeah.
And Roger shouts out, "Nose." That doesn't rhyme with walls. He's like, "Nah, but this does." And he kicks a weasel right in the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Field goals him right into the big vat of dip. Another short one that I had was Roger goes, "Yeah, where is your brother anyway? He looks like he's sensitive and sober."
Nice dig.
3, you got any more?
No.
Rob's done. Rob's having it. Okay. Jamie, one more.
Hmm. I think I might
3-year-old
be-
dinky.
I
You got nothing?
no, I'm done now. Just every time it's my turn, just throw to Steve 3.
I got one more. It was where Maroon, he's got his neck in the editing machine or whatever, and he says, "Stop it! I'm not a murderer." And Eddie's like, "Everybody's got to have a hobby."
That's a good one.
Kind of dark.
That's a good detective noir hard guy
totally.
line.
Yeah.
Was Squiggy
right.
the voice of one of the weasels? The main weasel?
I don't
Squiggy from
know.
Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pretty sure it was one of the voices.
I would have to go back and look.
I'll look. Sorry, I
a
just
bad
thought if you
host.
guys knew before I had to look. So
No, but we were watching Twin Peaks the other day, and he was in it. So
really?
Squeaky
Oh, it
gets
was.
around.
It was David Lander.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite characters. Robert, you're up first.
Doom. Christopher Lloyd was really good, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his screaming at the end, terrifying. He just played it so well, so straight, and so maniacal. I think he was one of my favorite characters, for sure.
Amy.
Benny the cat.
Danny.
He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I especially like when at the end when he runs over the dip, and he just kind of like hobbles off.
Hobbling around.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, he's hilarious.
I just remembered he had a line when they first got him, and he's just talking smack, and he's like, "And this is timely. How about those Brooklyn Dodgers? Are they bums or what?"
Right? Yeah. Like, Benny, is that you? Nah, it's Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Like, just yeah.
Classic.
He's like Danny DeVito as a car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he totally is.
Yeah.
That's great.
3.
I judged Doom for me as well. The character was so good, and the prosthetics that they put onto Chris Lloyd was just it just made it. Those teeth, the chin, and I don't know if you guys noticed this as well, but I was pointing out to Ali at the time. I was like, did they put a false Adam's apple on his neck to make him look even creepier?
I didn't.
If you look at it, there's like a latex wrinkle all around his Adam's apple.
Really?
And it got to the point when we started to look at pictures of Chris Lloyd to see if he had a big Adam's apple. But I think, and as well, when you look at it really closely, you can see he has a very powder rubbery latex face, and it all makes sense at the end.
Yeah,
but they did the job of making it look like that, and I think that's why they had the latex chin and maybe the latex wiggle woggle, whatever you want to call it. And then just the rest of him, and because of his latex, he was wearing a latex mask. He was Scooby-Doo, right? He was wearing the mask behind it all the way. But yeah, it was my favorite character, and especially knowing who they were wanting to be the characters. The ones that they chose were I can't imagine this movie with some of the people that they wanted to play the leads. I really can't.
Yeah. I agree. I Judge Doom, by hands down, he was the best. He was just so evil, so evil, so well done. And because we just got off seeing Doc Brown a few years ago. He was so lovable.
That freaking haircut, that haircut at the end is worse than mine, man. It was so short with a little tuft of white on the top.
Yeah,
it's like
But as we said before, I definitely would give an honorable mention to Eddie Valiant and Bob Hoskins.
Oh, best actor, character is Judge Doom, but best actor in this whole thing was definitely going to be Bob Hoskins.
He's amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
I just want a whole series of serious detective noir. With Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant. He's great.
Man.
There was there was that one scene with Doom where he pulls out the buzzsaw. And they animate it so well because he sticks his hand out and it goes longer and then longer and then just right at you. And it was so menacing. And Christopher Lloyd sold it with his facial expressions, just kind of very cartoony, but still at the same time serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will get into, you were talking about people who auditioned or were talking about playing different roles.
Yeah.
Tim Curry auditioned for Doom.
That would have been
Zemeckis
cool
and Spielberg. And Michael Eisner at the time found his performance too terrifying.
Yeah, which I could see, man. I could see that.
Right?
He would just be so good in that role, but too good.
For what they wanted it to be. Harrison Ford was Spielberg's original choice for Valiant, but he was too pricey. Chevy Chase was the second choice, but he wasn't interested.
I
Bill
can
Murray
see him
was
doing that. Yeah.
Bill
Not-
Murray was considered, but apparently they couldn't get a hold of him for whatever reason in time for shooting.
That sounds about right.
Wasn't he upset about it too?
Oh, definitely. How can you not?
No, that was oh, sorry, carry on.
That's all right. John Cleese apparently expressed interest in playing Doom. Can you imagine that, John Cleese?
He wasn't
Not
scary
as-
enough.
No.
Well, that's the thing. They said nobody would take this guy serious, right? Paul Rubens originally auditioned for Roger Rabbit
Yeah,
in
that would have been
'93.
good.
But okay, check this one out. Eddie Deason. Does that name ring a bell?
No.
Well, you weren't at our War Games podcast. Eddie Deason is the nerd, the computer nerd, when they're trying to get help.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Apparently he worked for Zemeckis in the past, but yeah, he didn't get it.
Well, he was supposed to be the voice of Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I tried to get Roger.
Oh,
Wow.
he's got a cartoony voice. I can kind of see it.
Mm-hmm. And Terry Gilliam was offered a chance to direct, but he said he found the project too technically challenging. And there's a quote where he said, "Pure laziness on my part," he later admitted. "I completely regret that decision."
Didn't
I'm
they?
kinda glad he didn't do it. To be frank,
It would have
his
been a different movie. It would
his
have been
animation style doesn't fit the classic or cartoon stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, he wouldn't have been animating it.
No,
Mm.
Terry Gilliam. That's Monty Python, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I had one small pet peeve, and it's actually about how Jessica's drawn. And if you look at my background, I really hate. I don't know. I've always had this where they just draw like the nostril.
hmm
They don't draw the whole nose.
Yeah.
As a child, I would look at things like that and go, "That's not right."
They ran out of ink for her boobs. If we have to go into detail on the nose, guys, we're not doing our job right.
Yeah, we're way over our ink budget.
Yeah.
She has a
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah, nobody's looking at her face. Yeah.
Okay.
But to be
I
fair,
think-
they got the facial expressions of her at some points really good. Like the
Oh,
way that she
so
had her
good.
teeth clenched together when she was talking, it gives that real
Mhm.
snooty old school, I don't know. It really worked.
Yeah.
It really worked.
Yeah, like that look of disdain.
Yeah.
So yeah, they really did do a
Side-eye
good job
and
with
just-
her facial expressions.
Yeah.
The eyeshadow helps a lot too when it's like the half closed eye and the very large eyes, but still very small opening. It really
Yeah.
does enhance the erotica of it.
Yeah. Didn't they approach Eddie Murphy as well? And he said it sounds ridiculous and then later really regretted it. I remember
did not
reading
know
something
that.
about him regretting not doing Roger Rabbit as Valiant.
I can't see him being the straight man in this situation.
I think it works way better with someone playing it crazy straight as
Mhm.
Eddie Valiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think he was like, that sounds ridiculous. And then later was like, shit, that could have been great.
And that's why he went and did a donkey later.
There you go.
I mean, which is also a classic role now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
But
good.
he didn't act alongside cartoon characters. That was
That's
just
true.
animation, right?
that's true. Okay, let's wrap this up. Let's get to the fun part, the ratings. I'm going to start with Rob.
I give it a 7. I mean, it was enjoyable. I liked it for the history and how it really is a sign of hard work and determination in the animation industry. But there were points where I was kind of bored with it. For example, I did not dig the song at the end where Hoskins was hamming it up. I didn't dig it. It was kind of annoying, to be frank. And I think that's just my personal. I'm not into a lot of the classic cartoons and that sort of thing. So, yeah. So, but all in all, I massively respect it as a movie and what it did at the time. It's going to be hard for kids nowadays and the younger adults to really understand how much work and how much effort went into this. When you look at something that's it seems so effortlessly now with CGI. but you have to understand that there is a lot behind the scenes here that needs to be understood and respected.
Totally. All right, number 3.
I'm a 6. I'm a 6 on this one, and I agree with Rob on what he just said. And I also had for me, when you said I didn't like the song at the end, for me, it wasn't that bit that he was doing, but the very last song with all the characters were singing, it didn't mean anything to me. I mean, it probably did for some people, but that song didn't mean anything to me. And it was just like, ugh. But it's a fantastically made movie, and it should be given all the props for what they did. And I don't think anyone's really been able to do it like that since. So to me, I really respect the movie. I give it a 6 because of that, but I'm not in any hurry to watch it again. And I did start getting slightly annoyed at some things too, but that's probably because we're older now, right? We're the Valiant now. We're fed up with the tunes, and we need to find our funny bone again,
What are the parts that you were getting annoyed with? I'm just curious.
There was just certain parts where it just went on a little bit too long, and it was like, okay, I'm done with this now. I get it. And to me, I didn't really need to see all the acne things jumping up and down and doing stuff. After I'd seen it in the beginning, it was fun. I didn't need to get it in my face all the time afterwards. But I also got, not in a good or a bad way, but Roger Rabbit himself, Roger, the interactions with Roger, it started to remind me a little bit of the interactions with Jar Jar Binks, where it was over the top and just like, please, and all that stuff, right? And it was like, after a while, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with you now. And it was that, same thing. It was very kind of Jar Jar-esque. And I started to wonder, I wonder if Lucas wanted the character to be like Roger Rabbit and Valiant, this little sidekick, this crazy, nerdy, like ridiculous sidekick.
Man, that's a good.
Just to get back at Spielberg.
Yeah.
That's a good notice. I agree on that one.
Okay, Jamie.
For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10. I don't know how the hell Zemeckis does it. Like, to me, Back to the Future is one of the best movies ever made. And this is such an ambitious thing that's kind of more offbeat. Nobody had done it before. Way more unconventional, especially for the time. And he pulls it off. And you get, Bob Hoskins and Christopher Lloyd, again, like I said, playing it as serious as a car crash, really helps kind of ground the movie in a way that you wouldn't think is possible in a movie filled with cartoons running around in the real world. And then also, to me, it's a feat, Roger Rabbit being an original character in a movie loaded with Warner Brothers and Disney classic characters, and pretty much holding his own. Like, love him or hate him, he feels like he fits right in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of that is crazy to me, and I could absolutely watch this again tomorrow.
Do you own it, Jamie?
I don't think I do, actually. I did on VHS, and watched the absolute bejesus out of it. And honestly, mostly for Bob Hoskins. I love detective noir, everything detective noir, and this is one of my favorite detective noir stories. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, to no surprise, Jamie, we're in lockstep again.
Nice.
But I'm giving this a 9.
Oh, wow.
Sure,
nice.
I love this movie. I think I agree with pretty much everything that's been said. That how it was acted, the technical. I liked the story. I didn't find it boring. I was engaged with the entire time. I didn't get annoyed with anybody. I was in it from start to beginning when I was 12, and I was in it start to beginning now, and I did buy it. So I can watch it again.
Right. And that's usually a good tell for a movie that you really appreciate.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I think I did Flash Gordon and Injustice. I think I should have given it more, because after doing that show with you guys, I was like, man, what am I doing? I love that movie. Why didn't I give it a high score? I was trying to be too, So I agree. If you rush out to get it because you need it in your life, you do. You go out and you get it because you need it. It brings you a lot of joy, right?
I wouldn't necessarily want you to second guess your rating of Flash Gordon too. You weren't there for The Crow, but I actually got questioned on my rating of The Crow because I rated it fairly low,
Mhm.
but I love it and I
Mm.
own it and I watch it at least once
Right.
a year.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
mostly because I'm trying to be objective
Yeah.
when I rate movies. I try and rate it based on its
yeah.
objective merit. So
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
the acting, the writing, the technical achievements, that kind
Which,
of
to be
stuff.
fair, Flash Gordon was terrible.
You can absolutely love a movie that
Yeah,
is
it's
not
true. It's
super
true.
well made.
You're right.
Like
Yeah.
The Crow, I fully recognize it is not the best movie out there. I just love it because I love it.
Does it for you? Yeah, it gives
But,
you
like,
that
it's-
thing.
A 7, maybe tops,
Hmm.
because I mean, I went over it. I'm sad you weren't there now, but yeah, 100%. You can like movies that aren't super great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Star Crash.
Hey, Hose Nose, if you don't,
Yes.
if you're okay with this, I have a whole bunch of other people who gave it their rating. I would like to kind of go through.
I
if it's
love
okay.
seeing the ratings in the
Yeah, I
chat.
really want to see this.
This is
because-
awesome.
So, Image Tech,
Dude.
Malcolm says
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for technical achievement.
100%. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree with that. But what do you give the
VJ.
movie, dude? That's what we want to know. Not for technical merit, because you cannot
Right.
take that away from those
That's
guys. They
Unless
made
you're
sound
them-
saying,
editing.
like, on the
Yeah.
technical merit alone,
Yeah.
he gives it a 10, which
Yes,
I kind of get. It was
we all
ambitious as hell.
said that as well, though, right?
Yeah.
But I'll get into that in a sec because
Mhm.
I did miss the one earlier. But VJ says 9 out of 10. So definitely. So
No,
he
no,
gave
wait.
it 8 out of 10 as a movie.
Okay, solid
What
8.
else?
Okay.
What also did VJ say though?
Oh,
Which
sorry.
is something
I agree with Steve
Yeah.
Hosnose.
something that you never hear in life. I agree. with
I agree with you, Hosnose.
New best friend.
Something you never hear.
Was that agree with the score or agree with something that Steve was saying that I tuned out of? I'm
She
not sure.
agrees with me in general.
Okay.
Don't take it away from him. It's
Hey,
stop clock.
give me
is
this.
right.
Oh my god.
Tony says 8 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure. I love this one. Archer, he gave it 10 out of 10 because it contributed to his redhead ginger love and ended up marrying one.
Dude,
There you go.
There you
I
go,
mean,
yeah.
It
Like
steered
it-
your path. You have to give it 10.
yeah, that movie literally changed your life, Archer. Like, that's if you married a redhead because of this movie, I don't know whether she knows or not, but yeah, that's next
awesome.
level.
That's
for you.
awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully we're talking about the same
Oh,
life.
As well
Right
as
now.
Hose knows, if you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this too. Hey, weirdos say well said, Rob. I'm just throwing it out there. So.
Yeah.
Dude, not everything is about you, Rob.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on,
tonight,
Rob.
maybe.
It's always
Tonight.
about you.
Oh, that hurt.
Well, on that note, I'm going to thanks to all of our lovely listeners and
Hell
people in
yeah.
the chat for sticking
Dude,
around.
keep
watching
that
this.
coming. I love seeing the listener
Yeah, yeah.
ratings in the chat.
Is
That's
this,
awesome.
Is this going to have to be like a regular thing now? We do our ratings and then we go to the chat.
I think we gotta.
Hey,
Yeah.
if they're there, we might as well. That's why we do it live, man.
Honestly,
Take
to me, that just speaks to the popularity of the movie that we got so much engagement from people in the chat about this
Mm-hmm.
movie. We've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well-
good that they're piping up. But let's just call up the last comment from Hey Weirdo so I can give them a bit of grief. If you're gonna
Like
make a comment, at least get the name right. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
like Star
No,
Crashers.
Don't make me come
That-
over there. Start
That movie
crashes.
doesn't even deserve to have his name said
Yeah.
properly.
I agree.
Look,
with
when you
David.
guys came on the show, you had a choice of a million movies to choose, and you choose the comment, and then you give me grief about stuff.
I like to
Dude,
say
Night-
I'm glad
Night
I
of the
wasn't on
Comet
the
is
show
better.
at the time, so I didn't have to
Oh.
watch that.
What, Star
Night of the
Crash or Night
Comet
of the
was
Comet?
better than Star Crash.
Want to see the sequel?
Yeah.
No,
Star Crash had David Hasselhoff with a lightsaber, man.
Sweet.
What did Night of the Comet have?
it had Chakotay from Star Trek,
Yeah, it
and it
did.
had the lady from Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
It didn't have a golden helmet which shoots lasers from its eyes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Wrap this
Star
shit show up.
Crashers.
It's my pick for movie.
Thanks everybody. Thanks
Uh-oh.
guys. So apparently it's Rob's pick next, and you're
Yeah.
picking.
God.
Here it comes.
I think it's going to be a good one. I honestly
Oh,
do.
Jesus Christ. You can't say
Alright.
that.
You
Dude,
can't-
I need more alcohol.
What is it? Just say it. Do the thing, Bart.
I'm picking Knight's
See the
Tale.
line part.
I'm picking Knight's
Sorry?
Tale.
A Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale.
Oh.
I really enjoy this movie.
Oh
I was kind of
my
thinking about
God.
it. So it is technically 2001, but
Oh. Pick again.
Oh.
But
It's old
it-
enough. It's old
man,
enough.
there's so it's so much good stuff in there, and I kind of want to see some kind of fun night
Dude,
stuff.
it's 24 years old.
Yeah.
It is 24 years old, man. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now you feel even worse. Feel even older.
Yeah, I hurt myself in the heart just then. just now.
Hey,
Yeah.
my back still hurts from the troop on the weekend where
Hey,
I
me
pulled
too.
something picking up Mike Levitt out of the bin.
Did you do the golfer's tilt, Steve, or did you not bend your knees?
Yeah, I just
You should have
leaning over
done the
and then-
golfer's tilt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
The
Yeah.
golfer's tilt is the way to pick up things from the bin. I just recently did a health and safety course.
Oh, there you go.
I
I did a
that.
health and safety course too.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go. There you go.
You're
We're all
good.
safe
My
now.
job.
So
I didn't do
good.
it.
We're all safe now.
You're
on
in
our
good hands,
All right.
adventures.
buddy.
Let's
I
wrap
feel
this
so
up.
safe.
Where can we find you guys in your safety training videos? Steve 3.
Yeah, you can find me being safe out there. You can also find me on Instagram under Steve3D or Shit Speckled Muppet Fart. And man, it's been a busy couple of weeks. I think I've captured most of it. Get on there and take a look. You can also find me at the weekends doing unboxings, which I'm dead excited for this weekend, man. I'm dead excited. Yeah, Rob, you got yours, man. I'm glad I could get that. I have to get you on and pop your virgin cherry of opening that box.
Vengeful.
Yeah, that's if you want to get it open, but let me tempt you into doing so. But yeah, this Saturday I've got all
Do
the
it.
Series 9 releases in all the box sets from the Vault and the new
Oh.
Vault Classic. So yeah, I'm getting them out, man. I'm getting them out for the nerds.
How
and we
many?
are all of them. Well, we'll start with the ones I haven't opened yet. How about that? But yeah, I got both box sets and the ATT. So yeah,
Wow.
this Saturday morning is going to be fun.
Dude, that's going to be like a 4-hour stream.
I'm pretty quick at this, in and out.
Like a kid
So-
at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's really
Yeah.
exciting.
If you want to see some of those Series 9's classics, then yeah. and
Dude,
the rares and
last-
chases. Yeah, I'm
Last
excited.
week we tuned in live from the con just for
True.
you.
I
Yes.
know. It was so funny. I wasn't
We were
expecting
literally
anyone. Yeah.
in the dressing room getting
Mhm.
ready to go. And I'm like, oh,
That's
Steve live. Everybody
too
jump in and say
funny.
hi.
Thanks.
That was
I
awesome,
appreciate
man.
it. I appreciate it. It's never as much fun if you're on your own, right? So
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But this
We had
one,
to.
honestly, I think I'm just going to be zoned out and finding it hard to look at the comments. So I'm just going to be hip deep in toys. It'll be like Christmas, man.
Oh,
I'm
man.
excited.
That's so
I'm
exciting,
excited.
man.
Yeah.
All right, James, where can we find you?
You can find me right here on the Generation X-Wing podcast YouTube channel every Tuesday. We're still doing episodes of Ready to Believe. So on the weeks where we do this, typically we'll be doing rewatches of episodes of The Real Ghostbusters. Just this past week, we had Doc from Tools and Talent on for an interview and a discussion just about all things Ghostbusters. It was a lot of fun. We're having him back. That was a great discussion. And then on the off weeks, I am following Steve's excellent example, and we are doing Ghostbusters related unboxings.
Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So this Tuesday coming up is going to be a big one. I am unboxing my first ever Mondo figure. It is the Pete Venkman Real Ghostbusters Mondo figure, and I
Yeah.
am so excited.
Mondo is so good, man. That's going to be a good one.
It looks amazing. I just pre-ordered Ray today, and then I found out for my birthday that I have the Sam Hain pre-ordered.
Nice.
Wow.
Very cool.
So yeah, I am so excited. And then, yeah, we'll have the following week. I need to confirm, but we will have Peter, who worked on Afterlife, on for an interview to talk about his involvement on the production of Afterlife. And then we're going to talk about Frozen Empire, and then we'll get back into Real Ghostbusters episodes. Yeah, it's busy. I'm having so much fun.
Same. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Me, you can find me on the gram, as the kids say. Hose Nose Paints for all your mediocre D&D figures. I have done something recently. And also, you can check us out on letterbox.com. You can go on there and search either Hose Nose or Generation X-Wing podcast, and you will find our lists of all the movies that we've talked about so far on the podcast.
I don't know why
Rob.
you say it, but I listen for it every time like that.
I think it's because
love
the
it.
first time I stumbled over it so badly, so I have to enunciate. Rob,
Adam and Brookie, the Adam and Brookie show on our YouTube channel. I But I will also hopefully get some videos out for Jamie, because Jamie, for Ready to Believe, has 2 videos coming out regarding
Oh,
the
right.
belt review we did.
So we have the black utility belt review.
Yeah.
And then I also did what I'm calling one last mod
Mhm.
to the Spengler pack. We'll see. But yeah, my intention is that it is the last mod I will do.
Yeah. Yeah. Until the next mod.
Yeah, we'll see.
And also streaming Power Washing 2 Simulator when I want to chill out, and people have said they enjoy falling asleep to it. So
You are the new Bob. You're the Bob Ross. Of
I'm
a
the
new
Bob
generation.
Ross.
I was gonna say, you need to narrate it like Bob Ross.
That's hilarious.
Beat the hell out of the brush. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do, but I get too amped up on coffee.
All right, guys. I think this has been fun. So
Dude, this was awesome. Thanks for hosting,
Steve's
man.
got a question.
One more thing, just in case you don't think I'm dedicated to the cause in any way. When we first announced you were doing Roger Rabbit, and I was out and about on my little rounds of thrift stores and vintage shops, which I love to do at the weekends, I picked up this. This is a couple of weeks ago, right? Because we've been postponed.
Oh.
So I found this. It's
Whoa.
a vintage Disney Channel magazine, and it had
That's cool.
Roger Rabbit on the front cover, and it's got the
Dude.
person's address on it who it was first originally sent to. And I'm like, oh man! And it was in a plastic wrap and a cardboard protector. I'm like, this is
Really
gonna have
good
some. This is gonna have some really cool stuff from back in the day about Roger Rabbit.
Mhm.
And so I got it, and I got it home, and I sat down when we thought we were going to do this just to see what I could find. It's nothing. It's all freaking. It's all like porcelain dolls
Nice.
and
Is that a hull?
collectible cars.
Is it literally just the cover and that's it?
And then halfway towards the end of it, you get upcoming shows that are going to be on. It's like a TV guide. And I'm like, where the hell is this interesting behind the scenes factual thing of Roger
What the
Rabbit that
hell?
I've just invested in for this vintage magazine? And it took me, and it's taken me the same amount of time now. It took me a couple of goes through by flicking through. And eventually I found this. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, with a little pencil sketch of it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
God,
And I
it
thought
looks like they're petitioning the Academy for an Oscar.
Yeah.
for your
And eventually
consideration.
we got this little write-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the very
we got
back.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And I didn't really find anything else out too interesting, but there is some cool behind the scenes shots.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
You
so
know?
cool.
Any
So there
perfume
you go.
samples in there?
I had a look at that. So Steve, if you're that big into this movie and you want a little bit of memorabilia, I got a Roger Rabbit from the past, May 1990.
Wow.
If you want it
Nice.
for the collection for somebody who loves a movie so much, if you want it, I don't.
It's super duper. I
That's
thought you were gonna
cool.
mail it back to the original owner.
No, they got rid of it for a reason, and now it can be in the hands of somebody that loves a movie.
That's very cool.
That's
Very
awesome.
All right. I think that's gonna wrap it up. So
Yeah. Thanks for
bye.
hosting.
Thank you. Oh, I have to end the stream. Sorry.